then
Yeah.
that cream flavor in the middle. That brings the balance of all foods in that universe.
So is that
And
shit
in
on the
the
bottom?
end, uh, we're gonna go with chocolate.
Welcome. Welcome to a very exciting video. Basically, we have 24 hours, is what we're going to say. 24 hours to make this presentation, a whole day to make the presentation on your own country. Now, I'm going to list a couple of requirements for these presentations. Your presentation must include your country's name, obviously. Let's be real. You didn't
All right.
fucking know that. You're presenting on a country, obviously. You need the fucking name of the country. You need the flag. Now you have to create a flag for your country. You need a country motto, and you need a national anthem. So all four of those things you need on your presentation. Now next
Damn.
up, you have to talk about a couple things. I have a couple topics that you have to talk about. First up is the government. You have to talk about your country's government, and you have to talk about at least 5 laws in your country's constitution. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you know, you could. Next up, I got citizens of said country. Now you have to talk about the citizens of their country. You know, like are most of your people like the same? Are all your people the same? Is it just like a clone? Like I don't know. You got your thing. I got mine. Neighboring countries. So if you have like a singular neighboring country, like or multiple neighboring countries, and
How many can I
Except-
have?
as many as you want.
But
Now, it doesn't have to be like a real thing. You can relocate these countries so that they're all neighboring you. If that makes sense. I swear to God, if I see
All right.
Portugal neighboring on your fucking country, I swear to God. Next up, I got the economy, and that's the last
Damn.
required thing you have to talk about. So like you have to talk about like I don't know, do they use like the U.S. dollar, or how do they like make money? How do people like what jobs do they have? Like, you know, how do they pay for stuff? How do they live? How do they survive? That kind of stuff. And then I added like
All right.
an optional section at the end. Like, is there something that your country's known for? Is there like a funny stereotype or
Oh yeah.
something like that? You know what I mean? That you can add at the end. That's it. You ready? You got a day, but we're recording this a little later after the 24 hours have started, so I guess you got. There's no watch. Yours. Next time we meet, we'll be presenting. You don't
Let's
have
do
to
it.
dress up formally though. Imagine having to wear a shirt
Uh,
and a suit.
I would have
present your
popped up
country.
with a shirt and a bow tie
I mean,
and
you
a
can
top
if you
hat
want.
and get to work.
You can if you want.
I don't have
you
a
know?
top hat.
I didn't know that. I thought you did. I thought everyone did. Maybe everyone in your country does.
Maybe.
All right, well, yeah, I guess you guys, yeah, this part has probably been cut out. Cut to the editing, the presentation mod. Oh my God, I can't speak.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta make a couple of laws. I know he said make 5, but like, trying to think though.
Okay, so presentation time.
Now, would these be some fire laws? You know what? I don't know. You're gonna see though. Let me see. Bro, I don't even like using Google Slides. I don't even know why I set myself up to do this.
Okay, presentation time.
Rule number 1. Everyone has the right to eat freely without judgment, regardless of the time and place.
Flag. Let's get some it. Let's bring it in here. Let's do it in here.
Fry must be no less than 3 inches. It gotta be a decent portion. Gotta be decent.
Damn, I can't make it.
Started. Change the shape with the shape.
I'm about to get greased, bro. Violators are subject to be
Zoom in and out. You will see a selection with the mask with the foreground. Move the selection accordingly. Select the mask. To make it more visible, zoom in with control and the plus sign.
Bro, I'm giving death penalties, bro. You give me a bag of chips, more air, don't label it, bro. Put your mouth on fire. No bev. Dead.
There we go. We got a big YouTube play button. Should I change this bottom one from blue? I don't want to make it red. I'll make it darker. I kind of like that. Okay, we got the cupcake, we got the play button in the back, and we have the severe lives in judgment. I think this is an excellent flag.
He's gonna be the supreme freed chancellor.
All right, present, big boy. Let's see that presentation.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, damn.
Well, we're
all right.
ready to present our presentations now. Now I'm waiting for Curtis. Curtis is gonna go first. Yeah, he volunteered to go first.
Samantha Menace. All right. You know, I took music from somewhere for my anthem, but it's not working. But nah, we'll be alright. I'm
Imagine.
about to be called a big bag. I don't even care.
It's fine.
All right, you ready for this, guys? You ready for
Well,
this?
I don't. Wait, you gotta present first, though. I don't see the
Yeah,
presentation.
I know. Yeah, I'm about to put it
Yeah,
on right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. Here we
Welcome
go. Oh.
To Munchovia.
Oh. Okay.
Let me give you some emphasis on the flag colors. Now, the yellow, that yellow layer represents Miguel's most favorite food, cheese.
Yuck.
We're on that cheese category. Then that cream flavor in the middle, you know, that brings the balance of all foods in our universe.
So is that shit
And
on
in
the bottom?
end, we're gonna go with chocolate. No, there's nothing wrong with that combination.
So
And then
what's
on
the
our center,
symbol?
now, yes, our center, we have our cookie, our bitten into cookie, you know, and that cookie is what kind of started this foundation in the first place. So keep it in our hearts.
So
Then
why
we
does
have
the
a
cookie got a
Twizzler.
bone?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually a Twizzler cut in half between 2 chicken bones. That is what symbolizes our unity of eating food in harmony together.
Those are
But
two
yeah.
bones?
2
I thought that
chicken
was just
bones.
one bone.
Nah, it's 2. 2
Okay.
chicken bones.
All right, if you say so.
Well, unfortunately, to keep our food and our equality, we had to fight 4 wars. So those 4 stars are all 4 different wars, bro.
4 wars against what?
Crazy.
Diabetes?
Ah,
Oh no.
ignore the song. It's not gonna play. I'm telling you, I already tried. But
Okay,
our
I'll put
motto,
that song in the background. I'll play the song in the background.
our motto is life, liberty, and the pursuit of bigger backs. In this
Wow.
country, no one should be judged for how much they eat.
You know what? Respect.
I believe
dude.
I'm telling you, I believe everyone should have a say. And that brings me on to for the fun part of politics. Our citizens. Now we have 5 different type of citizens inside of Munchovia. We have meatisons, you know, our proud protein individuals. Any meat you can think of, you know,
Yes.
chicken, pork,
Yes.
goat, maybe if you like goat. I don't know if it's goat. I don't eat goat, but I'm just saying. Protein all over the way. Then we have Miguel's favorite people, the Darians.
I would
the big
Never
cheese
catch me with
supporters.
one of these. Never catch me with one of these, man. If I'm
All
ever in a room
kinds
with
of
one of these,
cheese,
they're
bro.
probably gonna die. They're probably dead. Oh god.
Third, you have our Crustlonians. awfully crumbly people. You know, bread. We were just talking about bread our last video. Pizza, the crust. Fourth group, we have the spice, man. Now these people, they love spice, man. You give them the hottest chip or a hottest sauce, bro, they'll eat that, no regrets. No bev either. These people are crazy.
So it's
But
not like spices you put on food. It's just literally like spiciness.
yes, our fifth group, they're okay. The soup blenders. Some people like soup.
Dude, this
I don't
sounds like
like
a
soup
slur.
that much, to be honest. Oh, whoa, wait!
This sounds
I
like a
told you
slur.
my country has equality. There is no such thing as racism. And now you may be asking, how does the government work?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a chancellor.
Ooh.
I lied. Oh my gosh! Oh! Our chancellor standing in place right now and ruling over Munchovia is the big man Queso himself. Now,
Had to be. Who else?
for the key laws of the land. You said 5. I made 2 extra more just to be fun. So
Yeah, it's okay. I think I have 6.
rule number 1: everyone has the right to eat freely without judgment, regardless of the time and place. Now, there are some exceptions. You know, in the regular world, you can't eat in a library. A funeral is crazy. A museum, other similar establishments. But am I
Respectable
but just-
chewing.
In this country, you can eat as long as it's a respectable, low volume chewing. It can be tolerated. It's okay. Just think about it this way, man. Your loved one died, and you're sad, but you're craving some Oreos. Just chew those slowly, bro. No one will judge you. You'll be alright. You'll be okay.
You know,
Rule
I'm
number
okay with
2. Listen, I love French fries, so I had to meet the national fry standard. The fry cannot be no less than 3 inches. Not too big, not too small. On that note, they gotta be extra crispy, bro. Extra crispy. Like I'm telling you, I gotta bite that fry and
What
struggle.
level of crisp
Extra
are we
crispy.
talking about? Are we talking about crunch, my boy? Level of crisp?
Yeah, gotta be that crunchy. And last, it has to be offered with 3 to 4 dipping sauces, man. I love fries, dipping sauces. It don't gotta be ketchup. It could be.
Okay.
I mean, if you're dipping your fries in ranch, I don't know, but
Yeah, you actually cringe. Honestly, dude. What the hell's going on?
Now, violators are subject to be shanked with sharp crinkle cut fries, bro.
Damn.
If I
know
catch you
what?
giving me a fry that is 4 inches or 2 inches or 1, bro, you're cooked. I'm stabbing you, bro, with a French fry.
What if you
You
get
might
like the
find the help.
perfect length, the perfect smell, and the perfect look, but it's not extra crispy, it's just regular crispy? Are you still getting stabbed?
Moving on. All right, so nah, yeah, you're probably still gonna get stabbed 9 times.
Damn.
All right,
So this takes place
now-
in London then.
You know what? Really, though, I ain't gonna lie. It could be. It definitely could be. Now, I love popcorn, man. That's why we made the Popcorn Protection Act. Now, movie theaters have to refill your popcorn buckets once per movie for free.
What?
Everyone loves popcorn. I love popcorn. I'm just saying,
Question.
you know.
Is this like
Huh?
is there like a specific type of popcorn that gets refilled, or is this like any type of popcorn? So let's say you have salted and caramel, and you have butter, and you have cheddar, whatever. Are all of those subject to refills, or is only one?
Oh, the popcorns. The moment you get
You know
that
what?
popcorn, the first
in.
time you buy it,
I'm
telling
in.
you, not-
Give me that
The sec-
citizenship now.
And now the second one, they should also offer some kind of weird flavor as well. Something unique, something you wouldn't expect. Birthday cake popcorn, horrendous.
Chili,
But you know what? Some people might like that.
chili
I don't know.
popcorn.
You're right. Nah, chili popcorn actually sounds kind of fire.
It does sound kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to. But all right, I got you. Fish.
Fish popcorn.
Yeah, no shot. It's gonna be good. There's 0% chance.
Gotta kill you.
Shout out to
Ain't
my
no
fish
way.
lovers in the comment section.
Let's see. The Food Privacy Act. Now this is important. No one, and I mean no one on the in the whole country, bro, can ask how much of a food or snack you had while you. You see me eating 10 buckets of chicken, just keep. Don't judge me. And if you do, you're gonna be kept in solitary confinement, only fed rice cakes for no bev. You really want that for yourself, bro?
Yeah, I might have to take the L here, but if you're eating 6 chicken buckets, I mean, what's someone's gotta? I mean, at some point, someone's gotta put a foot on it, you know. Are you okay,
Yeah.
bro?
All right, you be choking on the rice cakes, man. I don't think you want that for yourself.
No beverage is crazy.
Now, the fifth one, this fifth one, the chip ratio, everyone should agree, bro. Chip bags that has more air than chips, gotta be labeled on the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Aren't
you
you
know
tired
what?
of
I
just
agree.
picking up bags of chips, bro, and it's like 85% air?
Yes. Start the
Does that
revolution
not
now.
make you upset? Like, golly. Now, violators
Honestly.
who make these chips and do not label the exact ratio of air to chip, you have to eat 3 kinds of spicy chips with plutonium, 9 hot sauce, and no bev.
Okay, there goes GG's.
Punishment.
There goes the life, man. There's no. There go all my taste buds. Gone.
This is how you know I'm serious about chips, bro. I'm going these lens.
He's not playing around.
No.
Not playing around.
The last one, number 6. Oh, okay, I made 6. The last one, the condiment consent law. And this is kind of relatable. No condiment can be applied to shared food without verbal agreement. If you're putting ketchup on my fries or something on my
That's L.
burger
Massive L.
or something we're sharing, bro, and you didn't tell us, bro, it's okay. You have to dip all your food and snacks in your worst tasting
Yeah,
sauce
that's
the
right.
rest of the day, bro.
Question: what if it's
I mean,
a
every-
prank? What if it's a prank and then you give him like another set of fries? Is that okay?
You have 5 seconds.
5
seconds.
to give the extra.
If those fries aren't behind your back to be prepared to be switched in 5 seconds, you're cooked.
Jesus, man. All right.
Absolutely cooked.
We're not playing
Nah.
around with this food.
I'm telling you. Now to move on. Oh, here he is.
Here
Here
he
he is.
He wears a cape out of expensive napkins.
Absolutely.
The Burger King crown.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
stop it! Stop! And as I explained, the great munch of people, candidates go in food dean games, speed eating, food trivia, this, and you're voted by cookies. Excellent. Now, here are the allies and enemies of Munchovia. Now, I went with
North
real countries
Korea?
here. I didn't feel like making more made up ones, so I want to just be reasonable.
That's
here.
fair,
Italy,
you know.
we love Italy. We have a shared love for pizza and pasta, and it's really important tradition and culture. You know, we
Fair
love
enough, fair
Italy,
enough.
bro. All right. Sometimes we have some country meat pizza nights, bro. Fire, excellent. I ain't gonna lie. Now Japan, they know how to be creative in cuisine just like us, and their sushi, marvelous,
Yeah.
marvelous
Is-
masterpiece.
Is
Now
marvelous.
France, listen, France. Munchovia and friends aren't that bad. You know, sometimes we might be we might have arguments on who's more refined. Friends, they know how to make some good food. I ain't gonna lie, but we both respect each other with how we craft our food, and you know how we unite because of it.
All right. Let's
Now the
see
enemies.
Yes, sir.
Woo! I might be cooked.
Start with the big
North
one.
Korea. They're kind of jealous of our flowing feast, bro. We have feast 24/7, and we have no restrictions. You know, North Korea, they kind of down bad right now. Now we have Germany. Ah man, well, to be fair, all Germany is bread and sausage, bro.
Yeah.
we got such more, like, we have more food than that, so of course they'll be like, you
Yeah.
know, kill them. Then we got vegan utopias, bro.
Any vegan is immediately an enemy. It's crazy.
Any
On the
vegan.
on the watch
All the
list.
All the vegans hate this, bro. They hate our insane gluttony, our economy. This is the economy's kind of
Oh my
fire.
God, of course. Of
Those
course you know
gold chocolate
this.
coins we had all
Yeah.
our lives here, it's just chocolate. But in this country, everything matters, bro. Those coins, it's beautiful. Now, inflation literally only happens if your coin melt. If your coins melt, you're cooked. You have to keep your money in the fridge.
So question:
have
are
to.
only are the are the people who Are only the rich people allowed to eat the coins? Like they're so rich they have no idea what to do with the money, so they just eat them.
Exactly.
Damn.
So we have universal welfare. Everyone gets 3 gourmet meals for free.
Wow. Well, look at
It's
that.
great. No one stays hungry. Then we have snack bags, which is our tax refund system. And it's the form of literal snack packages sent to your house, bro.
No, that's
You
pretty
know.
good. You know,
Nobody
Pretty
wants,
good.
you know, just
I'd want that
send
too.
that in. And then we got we got 2 challenges. They're not that bad, but you know, unfortunately, we
Black
just have too much
market
damn sauce.
veggies.
We got too much sauce. Too much sauce.
Yeah.
Too
Start
much
selling
sauce.
it,
You
bro.
know. You know, right? I mean, we tried to sell it to France, but
Yeah.
no, I mean
Stubborn
Italy, but
individuals.
but we gave them too much tomato sauce, so we had to cut back for a second. Ain't gonna lie. And then we got black market veggies. You know, vegetables are so rare. We don't use a lot of vegetables, and most of the food we make is just pure grease. It's
Jesus.
grease and protein. Ain't gonna lie. So
Damn.
usually some smuggling
What about
going
the
on,
soups?
and
Are the soups also just grease and protein?
exactly,
Jesus.
exactly.
What kind of soup is that?
Oh man, what would you call it?
Big back soup? I don't know.
Let's call it greasy cheese. Your favorite
Oh, that's
soup.
even
All right, let's move on.
worse. What is that?
And now, for something that Munchovia has been recognized for, has been the Great Utensil War. Now,
All right, bro. I see where you're going.
this is a tribute to the most legendary utensil rivalry between people who utilize weapons as spoons, forks, chopsticks, knives, maybe what's it, tongs, ladles, whatever. And after the war, there's this memorial that takes place where we bring all our utensils, kind of just lay them down and just pray, pray for the war.
Yeah.
You know, it,
Pray
like
for the fallen,
it
yeah.
keeps us in peace. And you know, after all that, we eat. We have big feasts, even though these are feasts we have literally every day. It's the same, but we just keep doing it. But yeah, this is my country, Monchovia, and I'll be taking any sedition carbs if you want to come join me. But yeah, feel free to eat all you want.
Next up, Curtis, you don't even know what's coming your way because we've got a big boy presentation for you. Welcome to my presentation on the canceled states of Apologistan. Now, before we start, is there anything that comes to mind on this title slide? Anything that maybe could be a theme later on in this country? Now, let's start with the flag. Now, this flag, it's a brilliant flag. Every single part about it has some lore attributed to it. So let's start from the background to the foreground. It's a red background, obviously. The lighter red represents the blood that was spilled on the racial wars, and which was a big event in our country, a big war, civil war that happened in our country. And the bottom half of our flag is the fire from the comment sections. Now, obviously, I got the big white YouTube play button because that's where all the apology videos come from. Let's be real. This is where people upload these videos to pretend to apologize and then go on with their day. Now, straight down the middle, we have 2 iconic moments in cancellation history. We got number 1, the Cupcake. Now, everyone knows the infamous Cupcake incident with Mr. EDP445. And
I see what you did there. I ain't gonna lie.
Next up, we got a banner that says, "I've had a severe lapse in judgment," which is the mantra of the flag. And this was obviously another very important moment in cancel culture, where Logan Paul had to apologize for his Suicide Forest video. Now, let's start with the motto: accountability with a side of delusion. Now, obviously, there was the Great Cancel Wars of 2018, and this was some random quote that some TikTok influencer who was a member of our country decided, just said this. He just said that he just had this saying after he was photoshopping these charity receipts because he was faking the charity receipts, but obviously he had to apologize. And then it became the national motto, and it's currently tattooed across the forehead of our nation's leader, Supreme Leader Shamik Moore. Now, the anthem. Now, the anthem, they kind of panicked during their independence. They didn't really know, so they just picked the Fat Rat Xenogenesis. It's just the outro song. It's got to start it right here. There we go.
There we go.
Next up, we got our laws. Now, this is where it gets a little juicy. Now, obviously, we're talking about our little country. The most important things of these countries is cancellation and apology videos. Now, number 1, Article 1. Every conversation must include a random, out of context, potentially cancelable Family Guy-style cutaway. Failure to do so will result in being digitally replaced with an AI-generated Cleveland Brown. Now note, this isn't the real one. It's the one from the Cleveland show, not Family Guy. So that's already bad. And it's AI-generated, so who knows what kind of errors it's going to have. Article 2. Once per week, one random citizen is randomly selected to appear in a Mr. Beast video, regardless of if they want to or not. The participant may receive the 10 grand, or he might be trapped in a giant Lego box. We don't know, but the outcomes will obviously depend on the views, the likes, and the watch time. If you make it interesting, you might be free with the 10 grand.
What if you deny to go though?
You're still trapped in the giant Lego box. That's just how it works.
Damn.
Article number 3. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who says separate the art from the artist is sentenced to eat Arby's for every meal for whole year, and have their entire search history broadcast live across all national news networks. I'm tired of this. Separate the... When any public event occurs, any scandal, public scandal, or anything like that, the citizen must pick a side. If you don't pick a side, you need to watch a 48-hour seminar, and you have to be there for the entire 48 hours. It's a seminar called Neutrality is Violence that's narrated by a 17-year-old sociology major with a ring light and no will to live. If you don't pick a side, I forgot to write down. So I guess if you pick the wrong side, then I guess you just get public shame. I don't know. Something like that.
This fourth article is a gamble.
Article 5. Any post on social media that's POV or me that has less than 1,000 likes means that the author is legally reassigned to be part of the camera crew of someone else's apology video. They also need to show up in said video for at least 1 solid minute, silently nodding with visible disappointment.
Damn.
And last article, Article 6. Every citizen must participate in 1 public scandal per year. If the citizen's scandals flop or fails to trend, then the embarrassing photos of the citizen are leaked and repurposed as meme templates on iFunny. Because who the fuck uses iFunny anymore? If the citizen scandal happens and results in cancellation, the citizen is issued a government-assigned ukulele and required to perform an apology song on live stream. Next up, we got government. Now, we got our branches of government. I have some famous quotes on the left, but I'll say those at the end. Branches of government. So there's 3 branches of government similar to the U.S. We have a judicial branch, a legislative branch, and an executive branch. Now, the judicial branch, the judges, is the tribunal of public opinion. Now, these trials are held on all sorts of social media, like live platforms. And the accused stands in front of the nation and chat votes, whether guilty or not guilty, using, polls and emotes and all those sorts of things. Now, the judges include a Stan account, a verified X, and a 14-year-old with a grudge. obviously, the sentencing then includes mandatory ukulele apology, just like the previous
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Temporary platform exile or podcast confession. Next up, we got the legislative branch, the Think Peace Council. Now, this is made up of 5 Council of the Cancelable members. And it's got, usually they rotate based on how trendy the influencers are or how cancelable they are. Now, they pass laws via, thirst trap engagement or reaction videos. The debate rules are that you have to lip sync or emotionally overshare, one of the two, while presenting a policy. You also get bonus points for fake tears. The majority vote requires a tweet ratio in your favor, obviously. Now, last is the office of the Supreme Leader. Now, obviously, this is led by Supreme Leader Shamik Moore. As you can see a picture of him right here on the bottom right. And this branch holds total executive power. Once again, he also consults chat during his live Q&A sessions with the Supreme Leader. And next up, I got the current Council of Cancelable Members. Now, as Secretary of Age-Appropriate Engagement, I have EDP 445.
Oh my god.
Secretary of Unwelcome Presence, I have Jared Leto. The Secretary of Strategic Redemption, I have Logan Paul. The Secretary of Collateral Damage Control, I have Ezra Miller. And the Secretary of Musical Deflection, I have Colleen Ballinger. Now, some famous quotes from our famously elected members of the council, and obviously our Supreme Leader, Shamik Moore. There's still more to meet, more opportunities to come, and more chances to try. Live, learn, apply.
All right.
Going in a motivational quote from our Supreme Leader himself.
All right.
Next up, we have our Secretary of Age-Appropriate Engagement, EDP 445. I just came for the cupcake. Now, this could be interpreted multiple ways, but I'm sure he had best intention at heart.
Yeah, sure.
Next
okay.
up, we have our Secretary of Musical Deflection, Colleen Ballinger. Obviously, I have some requirements to become citizen. You have to at least have been publicly shamed at least once in your life. Usually, it's through social media. You'll post something on social media and get cyberbullied online. That's usually how it goes. But we'll accept public shame in person without it being online. You need to own an active public social media account. Preferably one with, a problematic tweet or picture or thirst trap or anything from 2014. Obviously, there's a couple of mandatory trainings you have to, and with the main one being Apology Formats 101, which includes, car videos, again, the mastering of the ukulele, and, your notes app statements.
All right.
And you do have to pass a course. This is the first citizenship I know that you have to actually take a course in. And the course is It Wasn't My Fault, a master class in deflection. Again, it's taught by our Secretary of Music Deflection, Colleen Ballinger. Who else? And now we got the classes. Now, instead of, your upper, middle, lower classes, we have different levels. So we have main character. Now, these are people who are usually canceled annually, and they're so, easily canceled, and, they come back, and then they get canceled again every time. These are your main characters. Next up, you have background characters. These people never speak, unless, they're forced to speak. Next up, you got redemption arcs in progress. Now, these are people who are either pretending to be in therapy or literally in therapy. Now, is it going to help them? Probably not. But, I don't know. At least they're trying. And now we have permanently canceled exiles. Now, these are people that are way too crazy to be considered part of us. One big example of this is Mr. Kanye West. He was previously on the council, and now he's exiled because yeah, I don't even have to say anything.
Will it be back?
We'll find out. Now, here's our neighbors. Our only neighbor is France, and the reason for it is because no other country could tolerate the French. Obviously, we have some cultural exchange, like, existential dread for emotional oversharing. And the big major conflict was the That's Just French culture defense incident of 2021, where, unfortunately, our government decided to accidentally piss off the French.
Yeesh.
It's okay. They're doing fine now. Next up, we got the economy. Now, the currency, there is no money. The only currency that matters is your metrics, your likes, your followers, and your watch time. Your likes are going to be your everyday currency. Used to buy essentials like love, forgiveness, and overpriced merch. Your followers is your social credit score. So this is how, like, you find out which class you're part of, right? And your watch time is your long-term wealth. This is like your investments for the future. So it's like your instead of having like your credit score, or having like a savings account, or I don't know, any other sort of long-term investment, you have your watch time. Inflation is basically how quickly a trend dies. So the economy dies every like 5 days. Now, here is the social economic hierarchy. Obviously, number one, you have your creators, and they're usually the workers of the economy, the people with the money who will make the most money, or I guess will make the most watch time, followers, and likes. Usually, these are the main characters or the redemption arcs in the classes. And they occasionally have some background characters who become popular. Now, obviously they're paid in all those things, but they have a job hazard: the emotional exhaustion of being a creator and monetized for views. It's so hard. Next up, we got government. Now, these are the people who work in the government. Obviously, they rule via all the rules that were previously stated. Once again, led by Supreme Leader Shamik Moore. Now, obviously, the job hazard is that chat might just not like him and impeach them on the spot. That might happen. But that's what happens when you're working in government. And last up, you got the crew. So you're either a creator or a crew. And these are usually people in the back, the silence, the background characters. And usually these are, forgotten people who, work hard to try and make the creators actually give them likes and stuff. So This is the economy. Thank you very much for listening.
Not
this
the
is
Cupcake.
my country.
Not the Cupcake. Oh.
Now that's all we got for you today. Now I think this video does well. We might bring these back. Maybe have a sequel to them. Maybe we'll make a sequel to each other's countries. So Curtis will take on Apologistan, and I'll take on, what is it?
Manchovia.
That's what it is.
Big backland. Oh man.
Who knows? Maybe we'll come up with just random things. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah.